Hi guys, I am doing the giveaway drawing finally. Thank you for those that entered and had to wait an extra, a little over a week. I apologize. My computer was acting up really bad to the point like literally you would turn it on and like in 2 minutes, like not even doing anything, you'd turn it on, just get Windows started, it would completely freeze up that you would have to hard shut off, or you have to hold the power button until it shuts off, and then it would boot up in safe mode, and then you'd go all through it again. So I worked with it a little bit and I finally got it to work properly. I am fingers crossed it'll stay that way. It has actually been working better than a few months ago, or before I started having issues with it. So fingers crossed that it will work and stay working. So I'm doing, I know I said I was going to do it in February 1st. It is now the 10th. I'm going to do the drawing for the backpack, and just kind of a little reminder what was in the backpack. There is some things in the front that I'm not going to show what are in the front, because in the video where I showed what I'm giving away, I said there's going to be a few little surprises. And so what's in the front is going to be a surprise. And I have a few extra surprises that are not in the bag right now. I took them out, so the winner will get those. But just to go over the bag, there's the front pocket, and in the front pocket it has the 3 spots for bottles. There's this little spot on the side that you can either put like a bottle in, or it's got a flap. You can either put tissues in here or baby wipes. I have baby wipes in mine. This is the other side. It has for like a bottle. I use mine, like I have a Tupperware water bottle that fits in mine perfectly. Now I use a bag similar to this for everyday use. This is my purse actually. And I have gotten so many compliments on this bag. Like everybody loves it, the style. And I get so many questions on where did I get it. I mean, I'm actually in love with this bag. I want to purchase a second one to put all my Real Care stuff in. So I'll have my handheld programmer if I need it. It'll have a charger in it if I need it. It'll have an extra ID in it, a set of diapers, a bottle, basically everything for a baby. So like if I choose to take one of my dolls out for the day, I will have everything I need for it for whatever reason. I also like the size of these bags because I can slip my other laptop in my bag, and I can slip it in the bag and then have the X stick. So it's a very nice bag, and then like have other little props in it, like a blanket, some diapers, and whatnot. So I love this bag. I plan on getting a second bag for myself for my dolls. I got this one for the giveaway, and then I actually just sent Kim hers. I found one pretty inexpensive, and Kim has been wanting one as well, and I believe she should be getting it within the next couple days. So then in the back, this one is different than mine. Mine has a little strip here that I can slide on top of like a rolling suitcase handle, and then underneath it, it has a pocket where I put my wallet and such in it. But this one has a little zipper that you can reach items in the bottom of the bag. And then it's got another little zipper where you can put like your wallet and whatnot that's kind of further down. So I like the one that has it on my bag. That way, you know, if somebody gets into my bag, they're not going to be taking the important stuff. Having it down here makes it a little bit nicer to put that important stuff into, like a wallet, a phone, or whatnot. But this also I wish there was a version that actually had like the pocket up here for like a wallet, and then like had this zippered compartment that you can get into the bottom, because there is times I am digging for items in the bottom of my bag. That's the only thing I don't like about my personal bag, but I like about these ones that have this zipper. And then on the inside, this one has lots and lots of pockets. So there's a pocket here which has a Pampers diaper with some Pampers wipes. Here is some Target brand diapers. There is a Mam's new unpackaged pacifier. as well as a pacifier clip. And then some like little lotions and some other little doodads, sample size items in there. And when you saw when I opened up the one part, there's this cute little wipe container with Elmo on it. There's some surprises in it. There's also the super cute, super soft muslin blanket with some pandas on it. It's just black and white. And then also on the bottom is an Infantino baby carrier. Like I said, there's some other items that are going to go in here. But this is just kind of some of the stuff that I went over beforehand that was in the bag. There are a few other items that were in this front pocket that were in the bag, or that I showed in the first video. Oh, I forgot to show. There's also this pocket right here, and there is some, what are these? Breastfeeding, oh, I can't even think what they're called now. For like breastfeeding, so like if you leak and stuff, breastfeeding pads, that's what they're called. I just included those. I know some people really like these breastfeeding pads as props. And I did this bag for twofold. You know, you can use it for Reborns or Real Cares or dolls, or you can use it as a bag for a real baby. I wanted to do it a twofold thing because I didn't want to just make it for strictly Real Cares. I didn't want to make it strictly for Reborns. And I know some people out there in the Reborn community, you know, do have friends and family that do have real babies. So, I mean, there are items in here that you might not want that you could pass on to somebody else that you know. Or there are things that, like, people do like as props. Like, there's a few people that I know in the community that will pack a full diaper bag like they're taking out a real baby. They'll have formula in it. They'll have a few bottles of water in it. I mean, granted, they drink the water themselves. They'll have, like, the breastfeeding pads in it. They'll have the breastfeeding creams or lotions, which I personally could not breastfeed, but those creams and lotions were the best that I've ever found for really dry, cracked skin. Which, I mean, kind of intended for that purpose, but my hands get really, when we're up in North Dakota, my hands would get so cracked or dry they'd crack and bleed, and that was the best lotions and creams or ointments that I've personally found. Like, they did not hurt. Like, there's a lot of lotions out there like, oh, great for dry, cracked skin, and then you put it on and it was like your skin would like flare up bright red and it feels like somebody just set your whole hand on fire. And it's like, okay, so I've got already pain and dryness and burning in the cracked and dry skin, and then I'm gonna add this lotion on top that's just gonna flare it up and make it worse. But the Medela brand was really good, and I think it's Lodamin. The brand, it starts with an L. I cannot think of it off the top of my head. They make some of two. Those were the two brands that I found the best. And actually, a labor and delivery nurse was the one that told me that, because clearly they're going in and out of rooms all day. They're using hand sanitizer. They're washing hands. They were going back to the nursery every time they picked up or set down a baby. They needed to wash their hands again. And she's like, they had lots of like samples of that in the hospital to let new moms use. They started using it for their own hands, and she's like, this is just a little tip. Even if you don't use it for its intended purpose, it makes great cream or ointment for your hands. And she was correct. But back to the bag. That was just a little tip. There are items that, like I said, these could be used for a new mom. That's also why, like, I have a brand new man pacifier. I mean, like I said, there's things in here that are little They can either be used as props for your dolls, or they can be used for a real baby, or you can pass them on to somebody with a real baby. But I know what you guys are all here for. Instead of just constantly going over, we are going to get to the drawing. So I'm going to bring you over to the computer. Okay, there we go. So I have already got it up, my pick a winner. And let's see who we get. Kim, you have won the baby diaper bag. So I asked a question, and the question was, what is your plans for Valentine's Day? And hers was, on Valentine's Day, I will buy my hubby a card and a beer and go to the pub for a few drinks. I normally get a card and flowers, but I need to remind him it's Valentine's Day. Which Kim and I discussed this because I have to do the same thing with my husband. But congratulations, Kim. You have won the diaper bag. So it's kind of funny that I just sent you one, but that means that you probably can use one for yourself and one for your granddaughters. Let them pack their bags for their dollies. So I hope everybody has a great week, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye!